Whenever the laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. Law enforcement agencies seldom encounter armored truck robberies. The armored trucks are traveling fortresses, and the precautious operating procedures used in the pickup and delivery of monies preclude any successful robberies. However, the trucks are tempting targets. And early last July, 3 criminals started an elaborate plan to rob truck number 15, which made a daily stop at the Shermart supermarket. Don Brugger, an ice cream vendor, also began making a daily stop at the market. After the first few days, his presence was accepted by the guards, and Brugger was able to observe the armored truck security routine. The first phase of the criminals' plan was in operation. 2 weeks later, Rusty Schilling arrived on the scene, an itinerant photographer. He, too, was inspected by the armored truck guards. But as time passed, he, too, was accepted. Step 2 of the criminals' plan was in operation. By the middle of August, both men had become boringly familiar parts of the scenery. August 20th, armored truck guard Bill Franklin was leaving for work. It was important to the criminals' plans that Franklin work as the inside guard on this date.
Well, bye, honey. See you later.
Have a nice day.
You too. Love you.
Morning, Lee.
Hi, Betty.
You know, I'd be scared, too.
Scared of what?
Watching Bill go off to work.
Oh, Betty, don't be silly. You know I never worry about Bill.
Well, I would if he were my husband, riding around in an armored truck full of money.
Oh, Bill can take care of himself. Safer than he was in the paratroops.
Tiny Elsom was the silent partner of the photographer and the ice cream vendor. He had found the location and set them up in business. For Tiny, this day would climax 2 months of careful observation and preparation. His presence on the scene indicated to the others that he had ascertained that the right personnel were manning the armored truck. If the attempt at the Shermart were successful, Tiny was to handle the final phase of the operation.
Matthews, go ahead. What's the number of the truck? Now, wait a minute. You mean the guard is still in back of the truck? All right, have him keep calling in. Check his location every once in a while. I'll be right over. Thanks very much. How armored car number 15 was seized at the Shermont supermarket by hold-up men. They're going east now on Route 5. They got a guard barricaded in the back. He's got the payroll with him. It's around 25,000. What other units are in that area?
2133 is way over by the boulevard, and 2118 is down at the bridge construction, regulating the traffic. 2107 is the closest.
Have 2107 go to the supermarket. Where's 2114?
At an accident near the high school.
Pull 2118 off the traffic control. Have them join 2133. Go to Route 5 right away. Now, in the armored truck, they got a radio in the back. I'm going over there. If I hear anything, I'll call you.
Headquarters to 2107.
2107, bye.
2107 to Shermart Supermarket. A 211 armed robbery.
We're headed east on Route 5, about 50 miles an hour. I figure these guys will stop along here somewhere and try to get me to open up. I got enough ammunition to stall them for maybe an hour. Watch with the highway patrol. Over.
The head of the patrol's on his way here now. They've already been notified.
He told me to keep checking your position. They probably got units out tracking your position right now.
Mr. Simpson?
Yeah, Hugh Matthews.
Yeah, that's right. When did he report in?
Just a moment ago. They're on Route 5 headed east. Franklin figures they'll be stopping soon to get them to open up.
He couldn't be in a safer place as long as he stays there.
Yeah.
Get my office. I'll talk to Franklin. This is Matthews Highway Patrol. What's your position?
We're still on Route 5. We passed the power station about 3 minutes ago.
One of my cars should pick you up in about 7 or 8 minutes. Another in about 10. Keep reporting in.
Okay.
Hello. Communications? This is Simpson at the armed car office. Matthews is talking to the guard. The truck's still heading east on Route 5, about 3 miles past the power station. Anything else?
Keep the line open.
Nothing else, but keep the line open.
Hello, Matthews. We are stopping.
What's your position?
All I can see is a power line and some trees. One of the holdup men is getting out.
I'd stay in there. Don't run for it. As long as you're in there, you're safe. Franklin, what's wrong? We can't reach you.
I think he's trying to break off the...
They broke the antenna. That figures. This is Matthews. They broke the truck's antenna. Last location, somewhere between Miller's Creek and the power station on Route 5. Franklin, know anything about radios?
Yeah, of course.
Can you rig an antenna inside that truck?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'm going to stand by here. Franklin might be able to rig up a temporary antenna inside that truck. If he does, we might be able to pick him up. There's a better chance of 2118 or 2133 picking them up. They're closer. Yeah, I know we don't broadcast in the same frequency. But 2118 and 2133 are so close we might overlap. So alert him. If we don't find that truck, Franklin's going to get killed.
Mrs. Franklin?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but your husband's been hurt in a smash-up.
Bill? Are you sure?
He works on one of those armored cars, doesn't he?
Oh, Bill.
He's probably at the hospital by now. I'm supposed to take you there right away.
Oh, I'll be right with you.
Is something wrong, Lee?
Bill, he's been in a wreck.
Oh, is he hurt?
They took him to the hospital.
wasting ammunition. Nobody can hear him from here.
Officer Arnold had questioned the employees and customers of the Shermart supermarket without success. The description of the criminals given by these untrained and excited observers was conflicting and confusing. The guard and driver of the armored truck were more helpful. Both of them agreed on the general description of the photographer and the ice cream vendor. However, no one had noticed any distinctive characteristics that would aid in identifying the criminals. The driver and guard were requested to visit Highway Patrol headquarters and view the mugshots. Officer Arnold impounded the camera and cart and telephoned Dan Matthews to report the negative result of his investigation.
All right, ask around some more. If they ditched that truck, all we've got to go on are descriptions. Anything from 2118 to 2133? No, they probably didn't pick up the signal from Franklin either. All right, tell them to keep trying. Tell them to check all the side roads. What's that?
A phone call just came in from Franklin's next-door neighbor asking what hospital he's been taken to. She's under the impression his truck was in a wreck, but we have no accident report on it.
Where'd she get that idea?
She said Mrs. Franklin told her about it as she was leaving for the hospital.
Let me have the woman's name and address. All right, check the hospitals. Alert 2118 and 2133. Have 2107 go out and help them. Have them check everything on the highway. Farms, garages, cars, everything. I'll keep this line open for Simpson in case he makes a contact.
What's up?
I don't know. A neighbor of Franklin said Franklin's wife just left for the hospital to see him.
That's impossible.
Well, the whole thing's starting to make sense right now. They got Franklin in the back of the armored truck, right? They're not trying to get him out, and they drive like they know where they're going. I figure they're going to have trouble with him. They're going to use his wife to get him out. I'm going over and talk to the neighbor.
I'll keep trying to raise Franklin.
Let me know if you hear anything.
Right.
Mrs. Lindquist?
Yes?
Matthews, Highway Patrol. Now tell me, what's this about your next-door neighbor?
Bill Franklin? Oh, he was hurt in a wreck.
Well, what makes you think so?
Why, I know so. Why else would his wife go rushing off to the hospital?
Mrs. Lindquist, we have no report of the accident.
Oh, well, that can't be. I mean, why would she get in a car with a perfect stranger?
What perfect stranger?
Why, the one that drove her to the hospital. I would have given her my car,
Wait a minute. Is he the one that told her about the accident?
but... He must have been.
Mrs. Lindquist, describe him and the car if you can.
Oh, yes.
Where are you going? The hospital's back that way. Well, where are you taking me?
Oh, just sit tight and shut up.
Now, what is this? Just who are you?
Oh, just a few more miles and you'll understand everything.
I think I understand now. Now, let me out of here. Now, stop! Let me go!
Cut it out. Now listen, get this straight. We've got your husband, and if you want him to live, you do exactly as you're told.
See anything of an armored car down the road?
No, sorry.
Okay. Take the ignition key.
Tiny should have been here by now with the dame.
Relax, he will be.
Well, maybe he couldn't talk her into coming out here with him.
Look, Tiny planned this job, run to this farm, figured out every move. He'll get here. You just keep your eye on that truck in case Franklin tries to run for it.
I hope he does. 2107, bye.
Be on the alert for a 1955 or 56 green sedan. Driver is tall, fat, wears a gray suit and a hat, has a ruddy complexion. There's a guy picked up Mrs. Franklin. He's probably holding her as a hostage. She's 22, very attractive. She has red hair. 10-4?
2107 to 2150. Car and passengers answering this description have just passed this point, going east 1 mile west of the Hilton turnoff.
I'll investigate immediately. I'm not too far behind you.
10-4.
Something else comes up, notify the Highway Patrol.
This is Armor Truck 15. I am located 2 miles north of Route 5 on a dirt road. Turn off at mailbox marked Kingsbury. Please acknowledge.
Okay, Franklin. You try anything and your wife gets it. Everything okay?
It is now.
Can you hear me, Franklin? I don't have to spell this out for you. It's a simple choice between that money and your wife.
You won't get away with this. There are police all over the area. This is Bill Franklin calling. I need help desperately. I am located 2 miles north of Route 5. Dirt road turns off at mailbox marked Kingsbury. Over. This is Bill Franklin calling.
2150 to 2107, 2118, and 2133. Did you pick up a signal from Bill Franklin?
2107 to 2150. Yes, shall I reply to it?
No, he won't be able to receive you. Find that mailbox fast. I'm right behind you. We can't be too far away. 10-4?
10-4.
2150, calling 2118 and 2133. Armored truck is 2 miles north of Route 5.
Make up your mind, Franklin. We don't have all day.
Okay. Here's the money. Now release my wife.
This is it. Let's move.
But you said you'd let me go.
We still need you, sister.
This is Franklin. The hold-up men have gone back towards Route 5. They are still holding my wife hostage. Can you hear me? Come in, please.
To 2150.
2150 by.
All that men have gotten away with the payroll, holding Mrs. Franklin hostage, probably heading west on Route 5.
I'll block the road. Alert 2133 and 2118 and join me. 10-4?
10-4.
Matthews, Highway Patrol. We need your help. Want to use your truck to set up a roadblock. Back it into that hillside there. I'll cover the other side. Go up that side road and hide. end of the line. Come out with your hands up.
Nothing doing. We got a passenger in the back seat. I'm giving you exactly 1 minute to clear the road. Start now.
It won't work. Give yourself up.
Let them go. They'll kill my wife.
Better let Mr. Matthews handle this.
Don't shoot. I'll make them let you go. You can't let them kill my wife, Matthews. Clear the road.
I can't. The minute they're in the clear, they're going to kill her. We got to save her right now. Look, you're kidding yourselves. You're not going to shoot her. She's your protection.
30 seconds. Unless you want this girl's death on your conscience, move that car.
Throw your guns out and surrender. Right now, you face a charge of armed robbery. If you kill her, it's going to be murder. Premeditated murder. You'll get the chair, all of you.
Hey, Franklin, you gonna let them get your wife killed?
Let them go, please. No payroll in the world is worth it.
10 seconds. You're digging this girl's grave.
You're digging your own graves. The bluff won't work. A stretch in a pen is better than a chair.
Move that car as she gets it.
Take a good look at the girl. If you kill her, that's exactly how you'll feel when they throw the switch.
Move that car!
You'll beg for mercy, but you'll still die.
Hold it! Don't shoot! Don't!
Look, if he shoots her, I'm not in it.
All right, frisk him. Lie down the road, face down. You in the front seat. You want to stay alive with him? Or die for murder with him?
Get behind that wheel. I'll get us out of this. You got 10 seconds to move that truck, cop, or this lady gets it.
Lie down with him. You're all by yourself now. If you pull that trigger, you're gonna die. If he pulls that trigger, we'll riddle the car with bullets.
Right. Are you gonna move that car?
No. We're gonna stay right here till you make your move. Now, come on, let the girl out of the car.
Go ahead.
All right, throw your gun out. Come on with your hands on top of your head. Cover him, Arnold.
All right, turn around. Put your hands up on the car.
Everything all right now?
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about?
For trying to make you let them go. I've never been so worried.
I got news for you. Me too. Oh, you got the money. Fine. I'll move the car off the road, then I'll call headquarters. Have one of the boys pick it up. Oh, by the way, there's a real scared truck driver hiding down that road. Tell him everything's okay. See the Highway Patrol in action again next week. Until then, remember, leave your blood at the Red Cross, not on the highway. This is Roderick Crawford saying, see you next week.
Whenever the laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. In the apprehension of criminals, close cooperation is necessary among law enforcement agencies on all levels, state, local, and federal, and in all parts of the nation. Last year, on the 3rd of September, a strange incident that began hundreds of miles away brought the full force of the Highway Patrol into action.
Give me 5 minutes.
Police officer, throw that gun down here. Turn around. Get your hands up.
He's a cop, all right. We gotta get the word upstairs. We gotta get out of here.
Hi, Vince.
Hi.
I thought you weren't coming until this weekend. What's up?
Trouble. We'll talk inside. Where are the girls?
Ella's in the office.
Oh, hello, Mr. Carter.
Hi. Where's Martha?
Upstairs, sleeping.
I had her working all night to get the books finished.
Tell her I want to see her.
Yes, sir.
What's happened, Vince?
You're sure you kept your eye on Martha all the time she was doing the books?
Yeah, sure, just like you told me to.
And the girls haven't left the house?
No.
Anybody else been around here?
Not a soul.
What about the local cops? You ever see them?
Well, the highway patrol pass a couple times a day up on the highway. I thought we'd be safe from the cops here. When we left Ohio, you said...
I know what I said, and it still goes. This is an ideal headquarters for us. Operate in Ohio, keep our books here. It's a perfect setup. Unless we've got a cop planted with us.
A cop? Martha?
That's what we've got to find out. She's the newest one in the outfit.
What's the deal? What happened?
The day you and the girls left Ohio, we caught a guy in the basement of our building.
Yeah?
He had a card on him that said we were moving out here with our books.
Who was he?
One of our men identified him later. A plainclothes cop.
How'd he get the information?
There was no way of finding out from him. He's dead. Hello, Martha.
Hello, Mr. Carter.
How do you like it out here?
It's quiet.
You did a real nice job on the books.
Thank you.
Tell you what I wanted. We're going to mail in our tallies from Ohio a couple of times a week. Rather than have them come here, I thought we might be better off renting a post office box in town.
Fine.
You want to handle it?
All right.
Well, here, take this. Pay whatever it is. You want to lift into town?
Oh, it's such a nice day. I think I'd rather walk. That is, if you don't mind.
Sure. Go ahead.
If she's a cop, you're taking an awful chance, aren't you, Vince?
No. It's what they call a calculated risk. We'll give her a few minutes head start.
Operator, get me the highway patrol.
Highway Patrol, Dennis. The man in charge? It would be Mr. Matthews. Hold on. Got one for you. Can you take it?
Yeah, give it to me. Matthews.
Look, this is going to have to be fast, so please listen carefully. My name is Martha Ohio, badge 7154. I've been working undercover with a gambling company here. In case I'm being watched, I'm going to tell them I'm calling to Dayton, Ohio. Can you get the phone company to cover me on this?
Where you calling from? Okay, I got it.
You can make those right now. I'll fill up the openings.
Street beyond Booth is dead on an end.
They grabbed her. They haven't got too much of a head start. Set up roadblocks north and south of the turnpike. Check all cars. Repeat, all cars going through the roadblock. Report all license numbers to me. What have you got from Ohio? Anything?
Negative. Waiting for return teletype.
Okay, 10-4.
10-4.
Hi, what's the matter? I just passed another highway patrolman down the road. Something wrong?
No, it's a routine check. You live around here?
Yeah, not too far. You're looking for somebody, huh?
Why do you ask that?
Well, what with the activity and everything, I figure maybe there's a criminal loose. Anything you want me to be on the lookout for?
No, everything's under control.
Okay. Whatever you're after, good luck.
Thanks. Pretty curious guy, isn't he?
Yeah, but I got his license.
So did I. 2150 to headquarters.
Headquarters by.
Get me a 28 and a 29 on license John 73965.
10-4.
Take a look at this map. Our gal's within this radius, we'll find her if we have to cover every foot of this ground.
Headquarters to 2150.
2150 by.
On that license, John 73965. Not in file, no make. 10-4.
10-4. I wonder how much time we've got.
See who that is.
It's Charlie.
Turnpike's crawling with a highway patrol.
Well, so you did call him, huh?
Better get out of here, Vince.
Why? What do you think they know?
Hard to tell. I couldn't get any information out of them.
So, why should we run?
But coming back, I took the side roads. The patrol stopped me twice. I figure they're closing in.
Look, they'd have been here a long time ago if they'd known about us, wouldn't they? What'd you tell them?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, lady, I don't ask questions twice. You want me to take care of you the way we took care of your cop friend? Let go of her or I'll kill you.
You'll have to kill her first.
Don't shoot, Vince! Don't shoot, Vince! Don't shoot!
Hey, Charlie, come here.
Headquarters to 2150. Headquarters to 2150.
2150 by.
Information received from Ohio. Confirmation policewoman Martha Cole has been working undercover as a bookkeeper for a gambling ring. Her police contact disappeared 4 days ago, same time as she did. Description of policewoman Cole as follows. 5'1", 102 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Cooperation requested.
Inform Ohio fullest cooperation. Get it out to all units, the information and the description. How fast can you get me any recent real estate transactions in this area?
Get right on it.
10-4?
10-4.
Well, if we get a report from a real estate agent, we're in good shape. If not, we got one more chance.
What's that?
Well, she's a policewoman, and they're awful sharp. She'll get us a clue some way.
I don't know where she is. Let's split up. I'll go this way.
The hunt for policewoman Martha Cole continued with all the resources at the command of the Highway Patrol. But 2 hours after her phone call, there was still no lead as to her whereabouts.
Not a trace of her.
Well, she couldn't have gotten far. I'll take the back end of the woods. You keep looking around here.
Are we still gonna have to kill her?
That's our only way out now.
Yeah.
Is that a shot?
Could be, but it's hard to tell around here.
If it was, it came from back there. Let's check it out. Let's take a look in there.
No use calling for help, dear. I cut the wires.
Give me that knife.
Uh-uh.
Do you want another demonstration of judo?
You know, I could have been wrong.
You want to try the other side?
No, we could spend our lives looking for her in here. Let's get back and use the car.
All right.
What?
Over there.
Oh, that's the guy we saw in the station wagon. Hey, you, get over here.
Hey, you. Drop that gun.
You heard me, you. Come on. Get over here.
What's this all about? I've got a permit to carry that gun.
What are you doing with it out here?
Just getting in a little hunting, officer. You know, of rabbits.
Rabbits? With something like this? What's your name?
Charlie Blake.
Who fired that shot a couple of minutes ago?
I didn't hear any shot.
Where'd you leave the station wagon?
Parked down the road a ways. Look, why the handcuffs? Like I said, I'm just doing a little hunting.
Rabbits, huh? I'm hunting, too. Let's take the rabbits in your area. Come on. That's your station wagon?
No, mine's a different color.
Who's in that house?
I don't know. I've never been here before.
You stay with him. I'm going in.
Right. Hope he gets his head blown off.
Don't make a move, cop, or she gets it right in the back. Throw your gun down. Come on, throw it down.
citizen in America, wherever he lives, does not expect to be robbed or assaulted or victimized. And the average criminal, although his chief weapon is surprise, usually does the expected after his crime. Usually he is quickly caught. Occasionally, a criminal does the unexpected.
Take a look. All right, let's see. Here's Crestdale. Suspects are heading west. We'll set a roadblock up right here in the west. In case they double back, we'll set one up in the east end of town, right here. Get these orders out right away.
Right.
Alert all units to look for 3 men in a black sedan. I'm going to Crestdale.
Bank employees were able to give the police a description of 2 of the 3 bandits. At the roadblock west of Crestdale, the most probable point of contact, the officer reported that no vehicle resembling the bank robber's car had approached the checkpoint.
They've had plenty of time to reach either roadblock.
Yeah, they probably took one of the back roads out of Crestdale. That won't get them out of the area. They're still hemmed in.
Yeah, but what are they doing?
Probably stalling for time or figuring to switch cars. I'll have some other units check the back roads. 2150 to headquarters.
Go ahead, 2150.
Both checkpoints claim no contact with suspects. Have other available units check the back roads, garages, and motels in the area. 10-4?
10-4, 2150.
You know, they're probably figuring to steal another car or rent one. Probably scared enough to have a motorist switch with them.
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
I think they've had time to double back and head east. Come on, Hanson, we'll check the other roadblock.
Quit stuffing yourself, Curtis, and get into this fast.
I'm ready.
You're a little too ready, Geller. With that gun.
That guy was too nosy, Caxton. He looked like he was getting ready to do something.
You heard Lorber's orders. No gunplay unless we had to. Explain it to him. He's running the show. Ditch these clothes in the brush, away from the car. Now, back to the highway, and after we cross it, we're in the clear. It's a mile to the beach. We've got 18 minutes. Let's go.
What gets me is if they're smart enough to avoid the roadblocks, would they pull a job in an area they can't get out of?
1430 to 2150.
1430, that's that.
2150 by. Go ahead, 1430.
1430, I believe I've located the suspect's vehicle on Dry Creek Road, half a mile north of the main highway. And it's apparently abandoned.
I'd use caution. The suspects might still be in the area. But check the registration and all stolen info on the vehicle. Alert all units in your sector. Have them search the Dry Creek Road area. You stay with the vehicle. I'll be right there. 10-4?
10-4.
Did you find anything, Edwards?
No, keys are gone. Nothing in the car, no registration.
Well, maybe it's stolen or somebody's trying to make it harder to trace. Possibly both.
Well, either way, it looks like the getaway car. The motor was still warm.
Other units report in yet?
Not yet.
Well, there's another angle. Maybe they broke up and started across country on foot. That's must have rolled there after the car stopped. Otherwise, it'd be crushed.
Bank robbers dropped it. Know what you mean?
It could be. There's a lot of smudges on it. We'll have the lab check it for prints. We'll have the car checked for prints, too. Well, what have we got so far? Bank robbery, attempted murder, ineffective roadblocks, and an abandoned car. Does that mean anything to you? 3 weeks ago, there was a bank knocked over at Marble Point. 3 men were in on it. Roadblocks blocked every route of escape. The car was found abandoned a few miles from the scene of the crime. It was a rented car. No trace of the suspects.
You think it's the same gang?
Looks like the same M.O. Don't let anybody touch the car till the lab checks it for prints. After they take the car, you patrol the area south of the highway.
Toward the beach?
Yeah, the main highway's pretty well covered. If they're on foot, they'll stay clear of it.
Right.
That's you and I check headquarters. See if there's any news in the sedan, then we'll go down to the beach area, too.
now to soul around.
Yeah, and there's the boat.
All right, set up those poles and make like fishermen.
Why bother? There's nobody around.
Do what I tell you. Lorber won't bring the boat in close until we signal all clear.
You know, we're getting a better break here than we did at Marble Point. The water's not so choppy.
Give me that pole.
Pull it, Caxton.
We'll have to stall till it goes away. Act busy. Fuss around with a reel, anything.
I'm for wading out to the boat right away. That skin diver isn't going to think anything.
It'll be even better if he doesn't see anything. Even if the cops found our car, they'll be searching the roads, not the beach.
Hey, he's coming toward us.
Relax.
Afraid you guys picked a bad spot for fish.
That right?
I ought to know I've been out there. Probably I scared them away. Tell you what, though, there's a pretty good place to fish around the point, about a half a mile. You'll know it when you get there. There's several fishermen just pulling them in.
Thanks for the tip. You're through for the day, huh?
No, I'm gonna have a smoke, then go out again. Out beyond where that boat is.
Say, isn't it pretty dangerous going skin diving alone?
Oh, not when you're careful. The thing you gotta look out for is the seaweed. A friend of mine got tangled up in it last spring, but we went down and got him loose.
Well, what do you know?
No danger, really, as long as you're careful.
Curtis, signal the boat. This has to look like an accident. We'll put his mask back on him and dump him in the water by those rocks. When they find him, it'll prove I was right. It is dangerous to go skin diving alone.
$21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters, go ahead, 2150.
Have you got the registration and stolen information on that vehicle yet?
10-4. License is a 1953 four-door sedan, registered to Diamond Auto Rental Service in Harristown.
Or check with the registered owner. Get the name and a full description of the last person to use that vehicle.
10-4.
Rented car, like the Marble Point job. Looks like you hit it.
We'll find out. Is 1430 checked in yet?
1430 went out of service about 5 minutes ago for investigation on beach at Barker's Cove.
I'm about a half mile from Barker's Cove. I'll proceed there immediately.
10-4.
10-4. You wait here. Well, how is he?
He was unconscious when I pulled him out of the water. I got the water out of his lungs okay, but he's got a nasty bruise on the back of his head.
We're going to need more help to get him up the top of the bluff.
I think I can make it once I get on my feet.
You know, I thought he hit his head on one of those rocks out there, but he says 3 men jumped him.
That's right, fishermen. And for no reason.
You see anybody else on the beach?
Oh, it's completely deserted.
Well, as soon as we get him up top, I'll look for footprints. Is this yours?
I think one of the fishermen was eating out of it.
The 3 bank robbers, Caxton, Curtis, and Geller, had boarded the boat and were well on their way. While patrol units still searched for them throughout the Cresdale area,
Bill Martin, the skin diver, told the highway patrol of the apparently motiveless assault by 3 fishermen on the lonely beach.
That's just the way it happened, Mr. Matthews. No argument at all. They slugged me for no reason.
How's your head feel now?
Oh, it's pretty sore, but I feel okay.
I will have a doctor check you when we get to town. Did you find anything?
I found 3 sets of footprints going down to the water, but I can't tell which way they went.
You could only find that boat that was out there.
What boat?
Well, there was a small boat offshore, about 150 yards. Whoever was in it might have noticed which way the men went.
And if they were looking toward shore, they would have seen you slugged, too.
Yeah, that's right. They would have done something, not just let me lie there.
Well, can you describe the boat?
Well, it was a skiff about 15 feet long with an outboard motor.
All right, we'll check the boat and send for an ambulance. Take this into the lab for fingerprints.
I'm for getting right to the car.
We're staying right here until everybody on the pier has a chance to forget we came in on a boat. We're not in any hurry now. We don't anybody think we are.
Sure, Logan.
Geller, you and Curtis stick close while I brief Caxton on the next job.
The next job?
Yeah. It's the bank at Fairgrove, and we're working it right away. Friday.
So soon? And so close to Crestdale?
It'll work in our favor. The police aren't expecting another job right on top of the other one. They're thinking we're getting as far away from Crestdale as we possibly can.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And there's another reason why it has to be Friday. Or not at all. Thursday, an armored truck is bringing in $100,000. Payroll for the Heddling Mills. It's to be picked up on Monday. Unless we, do them a favor.
$100,000?
Yeah. Like the idea?
Sure, about the money. But can we get away with it?
Why not? We did it at Marble Point and in Crestdale. Now we got a fine pattern working. Just keep it rolling for one more job, and then we'll take it easy for a while.
We'll use a boat again for the getaway?
Naturally. How else could we get away from Fairgrove?
After all the trouble we had at Crestdale, I don't know.
Yeah, you're worried about nothing. You ditched the car a mile from the beach. Who's going to link the bank job with the accidental death of a skin diver? You forget about Crestdale. Think about Fairgrove.
Yeah, $100,000. Okay, Lover, give.
Now, you three will hit the bank at 10 a.m. Tonight we'll go over the maps and figure out probable roadblock points and the escape route to the beach.
Same procedure as Marble Point and Crestdale, huh?
It works, why change? Now, come on, let's get to the car.
Thanks for getting it to me so fast. Right. Let's talk to headquarters. Lab ran a quick check on those prints.
Any luck?
Yeah, the guy that dropped the cup of the car is the same one that left the carton on the beach.
And they were the bank robbers. Why did they slug Martin?
Well, the only thing that makes any sense is they were trying to cover their getaway. They didn't want Martin to see him wade out to the boat.
Now, that figures. No point hitting Martin if they were just going to walk up the beach.
So now we know. Next time they try it, we grab them.
You think they'll try again?
Look, they got a good thing going for them. They have no idea that we know they're getting away by water. So the next time they try, we're ready.
That's a long coastline. How can you tell where they're going to hit?
I can't. We'll figure out a plan that can't miss. Usual roadblocks and also string some nets along the beach. How about this? We didn't have to wait long. It's Fairgrove.
So near Crestdale.
Yeah, these guys are in a rut trying to take on banks. We got the roadblocks figured for Fairgrove, haven't we? All right, set them up. Dispatch all available units at points along the beach near Fairgrove.
Right.
Oh, one more thing. Get in touch with the Coast Guard. Tell them they might have to patrol offshore. Anything comes in, get it to me fast. I'll be in Fairgrove.
Slender, probably of small stature. Use caution. These men are armed. Attention units 2119, 4210, and 3116. Proceed to the ocean front at the following points.
1430 to 2150.
2150 by.
1430. I just spotted a car that matches the description of the Fairgrove bank robbery car. It just turned off into Crescent Road from the main highway. Waiting instructions.
Proceed with caution. I'll have 1810 block the other end of Crescent Road where it joins the highway again.
Okay, hurry it up. Make this change as fast as you can. Yeah.
1430 to 2150.
2150 by.
I've lost that sedan. Did it come back on the highway?
No, I just talked to 1810. He's covering the intersection.
I'll double back.
Cut through that brush to the beach. It's only a few hundred yards.
to 2150.
2150 by.
I found the car I was trailing.
Anyone around?
No, but they can't be very far away. Probably headed for the beach.
What's your position?
At the foot of a dead-end trail. It's about 2 miles from the north end of Crescent Road.
All right, stay at your car. Keep the road blocked. If we flush them out, they might try to get back to their car.
Right.
Oh, let's go. I just found their car 2 miles down the road near the beach. We'll take up a position on the bluff with the others.
Nice break, except for those kids. There isn't a soul around.
That's a boat.
Forget the boat. Set up the fishing pole. Somebody might be watching from those houses over there.
They're going to head for the water as soon as that boat gets in close. That doesn't give us very much time. They wouldn't hesitate to use those kids for shields. We got to get them out of there.
How do we do that?
I'm going down there.
You know, with miles of beach to play in, those kids certainly picked a fine spot.
All right, you tell Roberts to get over there as quickly as possible. No gunplay. Till we get the kids out of the way. Get the rifle out of the back. They might make a break for it before we get in close.
Well, hi, kids. What are you doing? Making a cake?
Whoever heard of making a cake out of sand?
Out of sand? What are you doing then?
We're looking for money.
Money. Have you found any yet?
No.
That boat is getting nearer. Should we signal?
Not with that guy there. Wait till he moves on.
You know something? I think you're looking for money in the wrong place. I know where there's a lot of money buried. It's right down the beach in that direction.
By those houses?
Yeah, by those houses. Now, believe me, if you don't go, there's going to be that much more left for everybody else. Here's what I'll do with you. I'll make a deal with you. I'll buy this sieve from you, then I'll go back.
No! Let's go, Kenny.
That guy will be clear down the beach by the time we get down to the boat.
Any luck?
Nah.
All right, hold it. Drop your gear. I'm a police officer. Get your hands behind your head.
Look, mister, is this a joke?
You're under arrest.
What for? Fishing?
Robbery and attempted murder.
Oh, you've got us all wrong.
I have. Open that tackle box. Come on, open it. Your feet. Mark it over there. Thanks, Hanson. Well, it's nice bait these guys use. Check him and do what's necessary. Well, there's one for the Coast Guard. Okay, move out.
Headquarters to 2150.
2150 by.
The Coast Guard advises that one of their cutters picked up a man in a boat a mile off Fairgrove. He is identified as Miles Lorber. The Coast Guard will release him to the Highway Patrol at Greenport.
Tell the Coast Guard commander at Greenport I'll proceed there immediately.
It's a great day for the beach.
Yeah, it sure is. You know, I envy those kids. I hope they find something. Let's go.
The Highway Patrol story next week is a very unusual one. We hope you'll be with us. Until then, remember, it isn't the car that kills, it's the driver. This is Bradley Crawford saying see you next week.